and welcome back to English Podcast. Today we'll talk about Summary of Atomic Habits by James Clear. Have you ever wanted to change your habits, but felt overwhelmed by the process? This book provides a practical, science-backed guide to making small changes that compound into big results. Over the next 10 minutes, we'll dive deep into key ideas, practical tips, and life-changing principles. So, grab a cup of tea, relax, and let's explore the world of tiny habits. The power of tiny changes. Let's begin with the foundation of the book, Tiny Habits Matter. Clear explains that habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. Think of it like this: if you improve just 1% each day, you'll be 37 times better after 1 year. But if you get 1% worse daily, the decline compounds, leaving you near zero. This compounding effect works both positively and negatively. Small, seemingly insignificant actions, whether it's eating a healthy snack, taking a 5-minute walk, or spending 10 minutes reading, may feel unimportant today. But over time, they create exponential change. James Clear shares a powerful analogy. Imagine an ice cube sitting in a freezing room. As the temperature gradually rises, nothing happens at first. But when it hits 32 degrees Fahrenheit, the ice begins to melt. That shift wasn't due to 1 degree, it was the accumulation of all the heat before it. Habits work the same way. The lesson is, be patient. Small improvements may feel invisible at first, but they're laying the groundwork for transformation. How habits work, the habit loop. To change your habits, you first need to understand how they form. Clear introduces the habit loop, a 4-step process that drives all habits. The first is cue. This is the trigger, something in your environment or routine that initiates the behavior. For example, hearing your phone buzz might cue you to check for a notification. Second, craving. The cue leads to a craving or the desire for a specific outcome. For example, you crave the connection or entertainment you expect from your phone. Third, response. This is the actual habit, the action you take to satisfy the craving, like picking up your phone. And the fourth is reward. Finally, the reward is the benefit you gain, like feeling connected or entertained. The reward reinforces the habit, making you more likely to repeat it. Understanding this loop is crucial. If you want to build a new habit, focus on designing the right cues, cravings, responses, and rewards. To break a bad habit, disrupt the loop, remove the cue, weaken the craving, or make the habit harder to perform. For instance, if you want to stop snacking on junk food, don't keep chips in your pantry. No cue, no craving, no habit. The 4 laws of behavior change. The core framework of atomic habits is the 4 laws of behavior change. These laws make it easy to build good habits and hard to maintain bad ones. Let's explore each in detail. First, make it obvious. The first step to building better habits is making the cues clear and visible. Clear emphasizes the importance of awareness. He suggests creating a habit scorecard, a list of your daily habits. Simply write them down and label each one as positive, negative, or neutral. This helps you identify what's working and what needs to change. For example, if you want to start meditating, place your meditation cushion in a visible spot. If you want to drink more water, put a water bottle on your desk. To break a bad habit, do the opposite. Hide or remove the cues. If you're trying to quit smoking, avoid places or people that trigger the habit. Second, make it attractive. The second law is about making habits appealing. Humans are naturally drawn to things that feel good or exciting. This is where temptation bundling comes in. Pair a habit you need to do with one you enjoy. For example, if you need to exercise but love watching Netflix, only allow yourself to watch your favorite show while on the treadmill. By associating the new habit with something pleasurable, you increase your motivation. Third, make it easy. Clear's third law is about reducing friction. The easier a habit is, the more likely you are to do it. He introduces the 2-minute rule. Any habit you want to build should take less than 2 minutes to start. If you want to run every morning, begin by just putting on your running shoes. Once you've started, momentum will often carry you forward. For breaking bad habits, do the opposite, make them harder. For example, if you want to stop using social media, log out of your accounts, or delete the apps from your phone. Fourth, make it satisfying. The final law focuses on rewards. A habit must feel good in the short term to stick. This is why celebrating small wins is so important. After completing a habit, give yourself a small reward. It can be as simple as crossing it off a checklist or saying, "Great job." For bad habits, make them unsatisfying. For instance, tell a friend about your goal and ask them to hold you accountable. Knowing you'll have to admit failure can deter you from slipping up. Focus on identity, not just outcomes. One of the most transformative ideas in Atomic Habits is, your habits shape your identity, and your identity shapes your habits. Instead of focusing on goals, focus on becoming the type of person who achieves those goals. For example, don't say, "I want to run a marathon." Say, "I'm a runner." Don't say, "I want to save money." Say, "I'm a financially responsible person." Every time you practice a habit, you cast a vote for the kind of person you want to become. Success isn't about achieving a specific result, it's about proving your identity to yourself through small and consistent actions. The role of environment. Finally, let's talk about your environment. Clear emphasizes that willpower is overrated. If your environment doesn't support your goals, you'll struggle. Instead, design your surroundings to make good habits easier and bad habits harder. If you want to eat healthier, keep fresh fruits visible on your kitchen counter and hide the junk food. If you want to study more, create a clutter-free desk dedicated to learning. Remember, success is not about motivation, it's about removing barriers and setting yourself up for success. The long-term impact of habits. To wrap things up, let's reflect on the long-term impact of habits. Habits may seem small in the moment, but over months and years, they define who you are. Clear reminds us, you do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Focus on building systems, those tiny and daily actions that align with your identity. Trust the process, and let time do its magic. Thank you for listening to this audiobook summary of Atomic Habits by James Clear. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Start small, stay consistent, and watch your habits transform your life. If you found this helpful, I encourage you to read the full book for even more insights. Don't forget to subscribe and share this with someone who might benefit, and I'll see you in the next episode.
Damn.